Welcome back. This is going to be my full fight analysis on the Germaine De Randamie versus Julianna Pena fight. This was a fight that I very much enjoyed. I'm going to give you guys a play-by-play. Every round that I watch, I'm going to give you guys a full analysis. Man, going into this fight, I really thought that Pena was going to be able to beat Germaine because Germaine doesn't do very well with wrestlers. She's a striker. She's actually got a very good ground game. Very good ground game. In relation to her experience in MMA, because you got to remember, Germaine was actually originally a kickboxer. She's not a jiu-jitsu fighter. So she was able to work her way up and actually learn jiu-jitsu from the ground up and become a purple belt, which is actually very, very admirable. Even if you look at the Amanda Nunes fight, Germaine was able to put her in a triangle choke. And at times in this fight, she was able to, threaten with the Von Flue choke in the second round. But all that is going to be explained later on in the video, so stay tuned. Very nice. Germaine was able to, no, not Germaine, sorry. Julianna Pena was able to get a takedown at the end of the first round. That has to give you a lot of confidence going into the second round, knowing that you can take your opponent down at will. Definitely is a big confidence booster. Germaine should have done a lot more to try to protect that takedown, but it's a fight. Anything can happen. You guys can watch the takedown. I'll let you guys watch the takedown right there. Let me see. I need to mute it. 3 seconds remaining. She's able to get a takedown trip right there. So right into side control. So Pena wasn't winning the first round. She wasn't winning the first round. She got rocked at the beginning of the round with Germaine was able to rock her in the beginning of the round. Not so much really knock her down. I think it was more of a flash knockdown. Pena was kind of gun shy in the first round. She didn't have that much activity. Germaine was just having a lot of reads in the first round. Just seeing what Pena would react to, just gauging her and throwing a lot of feints to gauge Pena's reaction. It was more of a feeling out process in the first round. Now let's watch the second round. Very interesting second round. In the second round, Pena came out swinging. She threw a lot more with a reckless abandonment. Right at the beginning of the round, you could see that Pena just, had enough of feeling her out and just came out swinging for the fences. A lot of pressure, and she actually went for the takedown, and she gets it somewhere in the middle of the round. Very dominant takedown, very dominant position. She tries to go for some ground and pound. Germaine does a very good job limiting the amount of offense she has and, making sure that Pena doesn't hit her too much with the ground and pound, staying safe. Afterwards, what happens is Pena makes the mistake of going for a guillotine, and that allows Germaine to get out from under her. She uses the underhook from half guard to sweep, and then she's able to get on top, and then she's able to apply the Von Flue choke because Germaine is still holding on to that neck. The Von Flue choke is working, but thankfully for Germaine and for Julianna Pena, Germaine doesn't have that much time to execute the position. So she's not able to finish the Von Flue choke, and then she transitions to an arm triangle. She's not able to finish the arm triangle because the time is running out. And I think if Germaine had a bit more time in this round, she could have finished Julianna with that Von Flue choke or a transition to the arm triangle. I'm gonna rewind it for you guys so you guys can see. Right there, she's able to transition to a Von Flue because right there you guys can see Pena is holding on to that into the head of Germaine, and since Germaine has that arm right there, she's able to, and her head position is great, so she's able to prevent Pena from being able to stay safe Afterwards, she goes for the as you guys can see right there, Pena's going out, man. She's feeling the effects of this Von Flu choke. She's not in a very comfortable position. Look at her face, man. She's gasping for air. You know, she's getting ready to tap here. I think she's getting ready to tap. Very nice right there. De Randamie is able to stop Pena from using momentum to get on top. Very good ground game, you know. De Randamie doesn't have a bad ground game. She has a good ground game for a striker. Very good ground game for a striker. And then she transitions to the arm triangle, but she has no time left. De Randamie's ground game is underrated for sure. Very much so underrated. You know, she doesn't rely on it. She her ground game is her plan B. If the striking doesn't work out, she doesn't actively try to take you down. But if she gets taken down, she can work her ground game and get back up to her feet. That's, you know, a very dangerous fighter. Yeah. So let's watch the second round and let's see the submission. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch the submission. You know, I mean, I thought Pena won the second round. You know, I thought she won the second round based on the takedown. Even though the Randamie had her in trouble at the end of the round, she didn't have enough moments. She only had control for the last 10 seconds or 20 seconds of that round. Pena did a lot more activity, took her down, was in a dominant position, and she was there for the most of the round. So I think Pena won the second round, the Randamie won the first round, and now going into the last round, the Randamie, let's see what happens. Right here, Pena is very heavy on the takedown. The Randamie is doing very well defending the takedown from her. Strong whizzer. Very strong whizzer right there. Excellent to stop the takedown. Now, Pena's head positioning is good. So that's not the reason why she got submitted. It's that she went for a single on the inside single leg, and then she transitioned to the double leg. And the head positioning right there is on the inside of the hip, not on the outside. So it's like, you know, she found herself in a position to get a guillotine. The guillotine is locked in right now for Germaine. You know, right here it's locked in. You know, Jason Herzog is blocking the way. But as you guys can see, it looks like Germaine is out here. You know, her arm is going limp. Jason Herzog is checking her arm right now to see if she's going limp. That's why he's holding her arm right there. And she has gone limp, ladies and gentlemen. She's out. Germaine De Randamie is able to win that fight. Very impressive performance by the Iron Lady. Yeah, very impressive performance. I enjoyed it. She did well. She submitted her. Man, I'm so happy for her. Good job, Iron Lady.